Hello and welcome to the Unit 4 Section 5 video on point-slope form. So in the last section we talked about how to graph lines using slope-intercept form, where you're given the slope and an intercept and you use that information to create your graph. Today in this one, point-slope form, you're given the slope and you're given a point to work from. So what does this form look like? Well, we've got y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And just like in the slope-intercept form in the last section, I will go over what all of this means, which I think you can kind of figure it out because we've been working on this for a bit now. So, what do we have here when we talk about point-slope form? Well, m represents the slope, just as it did in slope-intercept form. And our x1 and y1 represent the coordinates of the point. Now the signs are going to be opposite of what they look like in the equation because they follow minus signs in this equation. So we have minus positive x1 minus positive y1. So in this example, our coordinates x1, y1, x1, y1, our coordinates are going to be 4, 2, because we have minus a positive 4 minus a positive 2. And our slope is going to be negative 1/2. So let's talk about how to graph these things. First, you are going to identify the slope. Then you're going to identify the coordinate on the line from the equation. So the x coordinate is next to the x variable, and the y coordinate is going to be next to the y variable. You're going to want to plot the point first. Then use your slope to find your directions and plot your second point. And then you'll connect your lines from there. Connect your dots to form your line. So here's what we already determined. Our slope here was negative 1/2. Our point was 4, 2. We determined that above. So let's graph this. We go to the point 4, 2. We plot our point, and then we're going to use our slope from there. Negative 1, so down 1, positive 2 over 2. Down 1, right 2. Or up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. And so on and so on. Then we connect our dots using our straight edge to draw our line. All right, so now that we have an idea of how this works, let's do a few examples using point-slope form. So for number 2 here, our slope is going to be negative 7/2, and our point is going to be negative 2, 2, because this is the same as saying minus negative 2, which is plus 2. So you have negative 2, which is your x, negative 2, and then your y, positive 2. So that's where our y coordinate is going to go. That's where our point will go. Now we're going to use our slope to plot another point. So negative 7, 2, so down 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to the right 2. And there's our point. Okay, and that's really the only 2 points that we can plot. So we're going to connect our line there through those 2 points like that. All right, for the next one, our slope here is 1/3, and our point is, well, we've got no x here, no number that goes with our x. So our x coordinate is going to be 0. Our y coordinate is going to be 3. So we go to 0, 3. And we're essentially talking about a y-intercept here. And then our slope is 1/3. So up 1, run 3. Up 1, right 3. Or you can go down 1, left 3, down 1, left 3. And we will plot our line from there. Again, using our straight edge to help us out with that. For number 4, we have a slope of -1, because this is understood to be -1 times x plus 2. Our y coordinate's -2. Our x coordinate's -2. Our y coordinate is -1. So now we're going to plot this point. -2, -1. That goes here. And we can plot our remaining points using our slope, -1. So that means we go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. We can also go up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. And I think you see the pattern here that we're just going through the grids diagonally. For number 5, our slope is going to be rather steep. Our slope is 8. Our point is -1, -5. So let's plot our point first. -1, -5 is here. And we are going to now use our slope. This is the same as 8/1, so rise of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, run of 1, so to the right. There's our point. I do believe that's the only point we can plot because we'll run out of graph going either the other two directions. So our line is going to go like this. For number 6, our slope, 3/2. Our point, -5 from our x. There's nothing with our y, so there's going to be 0 for our y. So now we can plot our coordinate. So -5, 0 will go here. And we're going to do our slope of 3, 5. So rise of 3, run of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rise of 3, run of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to plot our line through the points. And then finally, we have a slope of 2 here and a point of 3, -6. So we go to 3, -6, we plot that point, and then we use our slope. Rise of 2, run of 1. Rise of 2, run of 1, and we continue on until we get to the edge of the graph in this direction. You can go the other way, and we can plot our line. So that pretty much does it for this section. We have now done slope-intercept form, and we have done point-slope form. In the next section, we are going to talk about standard form, which will be the third and final form that we will learn for linear functions.